Hey, how's it going, guys? Matt here from Toasty DIY, and I'm here with a video to show you my 3-month update on the Aya Neo Next. Now, this is a device that we reviewed over on the main channel at Toasty Bros. If you haven't seen that video, definitely check that video out. And you guys were not a huge fan of how we did our review. We mainly focused on the comparison of this versus a Steam Deck, and long story short, the value proposition between this and a Steam Deck, not necessarily there. Obviously, the Steam Deck is more cost-effective, but the inventory of Steam Decks are not great, so that's kind of the approach we took. But regardless, I still want to go over this because this is a device that I ended up taking home with me, and I really wanted to show you exactly how well it is hold up and some of my main gripes with it. And I'll be honest with you, the main gripe I have with it is Windows. Now, the Aya Neo is a pretty good device. This has a Ryzen 7 5800U with those Vega graphics, and when you are gaming, you're able to play like esports titles if you really want to, but the main game that I really got into with this device was Star Wars Battlefront, which I'm gonna try to see if I can get everything loaded up to show you guys exactly how well that works. Now, while this is loading in, I'm going to tell you something that I really don't like about this device, and that is Windows. Windows is not great with this device, mainly because of the fact that there is no keyboard and it's all touch-based. A touch-based interface in Windows is not great. Of course, there are some situations where touch-based stuff works pretty well, but most of the time when you're trying to just like do anything in Windows, you have to pop up the keyboard. So let's see if I can minimize here. Here's another thing, minimizing is not the easiest. You pop up this on-screen keyboard, and one issue that really frustrated me was when I was trying to buy some games. I was trying to buy some games from Steam, and I used the PayPal login, and that touch keyboard would not detect the pop-up window that pops up when you select PayPal and check out for Steam. It just would not work. So I literally could not, unless I wanted to use a card, pay for a game on Steam. I had to buy it on my PC first, which was very frustrating, and just some of the weird quirks that you'll end up getting. So I'm just gonna go to an instant action real quick. We are running on pretty much low settings right now. Anything you're gonna wanna play on this 1280 by 800 screen is gonna wanna be low settings for the most optimal gaming experience. But yeah, no, it's gonna run pretty smooth. If you're used to just like console quality, like, I mean, this right here I think is actually running at 60 FPS, but yeah, this feels like 60. I don't have any overlays up, but this definitely feels like 60, and it's a fun game to play on this. Like, just imagine sitting on the couch playing a game like Star Wars Battlefront. It definitely brings new life to a game that I personally never really got into on the PC, and I even installed it on my PC just to see how much better it would be if I'd really want to play it more. And honestly, I kept coming back to the Aya Neo just because it's just that handy of a device. And in my day and age where I work with computers every single day now, I really want something that's super simple to game on if I'm really going to want to do any sort of gaming at all. And of course, with the advancement of FSR, you're able to play some games that you normally couldn't have, and it works out very well. So FSR allows you to get some upscaling on this thing, and I've noticed most games with FSR, you can at least get a 1080p 30 FPS experience like God of War, which is a game that ran on the PlayStation 4 and 5, and you're gonna have to really lower the settings or use FSR to get a playable experience. Now, of course, with a device this small, I mean small, it is still a pretty hefty device. You are gonna have some fatigue with your hands after long gaming sessions. I've noticed when I was gaming for more than about an hour and a half, my hands started to get a little bit tired, so sitting it on a desk or a table like this was probably the most comfortable way to play. So it's not the most ideal thing. A Nintendo Switch is significantly lighter than this, if that's what you use as a comparison. And of course, the build quality on this thing is absolutely stellar. I've been very happy with it overall, but in the long run, would I get this over a Steam Deck? Probably not. No, if you have access to a Steam Deck is probably gonna be the best value for money option, but I do really like the build quality of this thing. And Aya is really pushing the envelope and trying to deliver more devices like this. And hopefully with Steam trying to push the Steam Deck, these prices will start coming down. And the biggest problem that Aya has, as I mentioned, is the fact that they have to use Windows. They have no built-in game store like Steam does to subsidize the cost of this device. But yeah, Aya does not have a Steam equivalent to subsidize the cost of this, so that's the main reason why this hardware is so expensive. Steam is probably operating at a loss on the hardware because they know they're going to make money on the software, the game side of things. Now, one thing I might do in the future, and if you guys like this video, comment down below, I might install SteamOS, the exact same OS that is found on the Steam Deck on this device. My only hesitation was because I really wanted to use some third-party emulation software on here, but I've really been using this little guy right here for emulation. If you haven't seen this video on this Abernic device, definitely check that out in the channel. But with this thing, I might just install SteamOS and see how well it works. So let me know in the comment section down below if that's something you're interested in. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy these top-down videos. It's kind of easy for me to take devices that I use on my daily basis and show you guys exactly how it looks with this little top-down little review setup. And yeah, hopefully you guys enjoy, and be sure to like, comment, subscribe. Check the link down below if you want to pick up one of these Aya Neos from their Indiegogo. And yeah, we'll see you guys in the next one.